Hi, I'm Mike Steffen, president of Cage Innovation.
And I'm Kyler Steffen.
And today we want to talk about the product enhancements that we've done to the Wheel Kaddy 360 over the years. Hello there, I'm Mike Steffen, founder and inventor at Cage Innovation. Cage Innovation's sole purpose is to invent products for the landscape and snow removal industries. We pour our hearts into finding the better way to do those common and repetitive tasks that you guys are doing daily. Our design criteria starts with three things. 1, simplicity. 2, competitive pricing. And 3, just a real world, down-to-earth solution to a common everyday task. In short, our business is and revolves around our motto of experience-driven innovation. Hey Kyler, I see you put the Wheel Kaddy 360 on instead of the 500.
Yeah, I just wanted to try the 360 action for a bit.
But before we do that, Kyler, how's your summer been going?
Pretty good. Been working and wakeboarding all summer.
Nice. Learned any tricks on the wakeboard?
Yeah, 360.
Sweet. How'd the installation, just the general installation of the Wheel Kaddy 360 go?
It was pretty quick.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I never assembled one before, and I did it pretty quick.
Okay.
And one thing I noticed about the chain, when I first put the chain on, I had put the chain, I started it on top, and then the two ends went down through there, so it didn't reach. So this extra slack, that was on top, and it was taking away some of the chain length, so I couldn't get the carabiner to the Wheel Kaddy. So I had to put it through the bottom, and now it reaches.
Oh, that's good for our viewers to know. So show us how that hooks up, or how does that work? Okay, so obviously now we have the right length chain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good to know. Oh, and you probably didn't even have to replace the mount because the mount was already on there from the 500.
Yep.
They're all interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
Good design. All right, let's get into the design enhancements. So first of all, I want to point out the distance from the mower adjustment. So before we had a compression nut that went around here so that you could kind of easily in the field do the adjustment. But we went to a better, simpler design with just 2 bolts, and then these 2 tubes will telescope. So it's a one-time adjustment. We realized that you're not really doing that in the field. Secondly, in order to adjust this pivot to be vertical, so this pivot needs to be pretty close to vertical to operate correctly. We used to have U-bolts that would adjust this. Well, the U-bolts would stretch and you loosen over time. So we went to a 3-bolt design here. So you set it into these slots. Cadence, kind of zoom in on this top one here. Yeah, so you can see these slots there's a slot on this side, and there's a slot here, and then this one pivots. And so you're able to adjust that pretty infinitely to get that pivot vertical. There's been a couple of questions or comments about what that locking plate is here. So this is a close-up of this plate, and there's a real good reason for this. So if this were all dependent on just these 2 bolts, there would be a lot of egging and, ka-chunk slop that would happen over time, because prying on this, it would just mushroom the steel. But what this does is it provides that one last bolt here that just goes straight through, and it really locks those 2 in place. A very tight toleranced hole, and then you can adjust these, to go back and forth, even if you had to place it up here. But basically this 3rd bolt is keeping these 2 from egging out the holes. And then third, we just eliminated the 11-inch tire option. We are thinking, if we want to go just a little bit bigger, but the 11-inch sometimes would drag and hit on particular mowers. You see this model here does not drag on the arm, but others would. And so to keep it simple, we just decided to go with the 10-inch tires. So those are the product enhancements of the Wheel Kaddy 360. And make sure, if you're not familiar with the other models, the 250 and the 500, make sure to check those out online too. They all have their unique features and benefits. Once again, I'm Mike Steffen.
I'm Kyler Steffen.
And thanks for watching. And by the way, if I can find a good shot of him doing a 360 on the wakeboard boat, I'll put that up too.